Step into a world of festive magic in tonight's cozy Halloween tale. The sister witches, Jadis and Aurora, are hosting a whimsical costume party at the Haven Shoppe, and you're invited to join the fun. You'll partake in an evening brimming with laughter, warmth, and enchanting entertainment. Then you'll enjoy a nighttime walk through the woods before retiring to your cozy bed for a magical night's sleep. The Haven Shoppe is a fantasy bedtime story series that will reconnect you with your inner magic as you dwell in the sacred space between waking and sleep. In each episode, you will return to this enchanted healing space run by two friendly sister witches who always seem to have exactly what you need. My name is Andrea, and I am deeply honored to be part of your sacred bedtime ritual. Happy Halloween to you. It's time to relax, unwind, and get cozy in your bed. Feel the softness of your blankets wrapping around you like a warm hug as you settle in. Take a couple of relaxing breaths, leaving all the stresses of your day behind. This is your time to rest, recharge, and embrace the magic of the night. There's a hint of mischief in the air this season. It's a time for playfulness, connection, and of course, a bit of enchantment. Spiritually, October is a month of transformation as nature begins to let go and make way for new beginnings. It's a time to honor your own personal growth and embrace the mystery of what's to come. As you snuggle in to this moment, let your imagination wander, knowing that you're surrounded by safety, comfort, and magic. From here on, the only thing you need to do is relax and enjoy tonight's story. The crisp autumn air nips at your cheeks as you stroll toward the Haven Shoppe, where a costume party unlike any other awaits. The golden hour light dances through the trees, catching the vibrant hues of red, orange, and yellow leaves that flutter gently from their branches. A cool breeze rustles through them, carrying with it the earthy scent of damp wood and rich soil. You pull your coat a little tighter as you approach the shop.
Trick or treat!
In the bay window, an over-the-top Halloween display grabs your attention. It's a feast for the eyes. Glowing pumpkins, with carved faces, flicker with candlelight, casting eerie shadows across a collection of antique potion bottles. Above a bubbling black cauldron, a stuffed raven perches menacingly, adding to the scene's spooky charm. There are cobwebs artfully strewn across the scene, interwoven with glittering lights, while a pair of animated witches' brooms sweep the floor, all on their own. The scene is both festive and magical, exactly what you've come to expect from the sister witches, Jadis and Aurora. Just outside the door, an enormous cauldron, brimming with candy, sits for the trick-or-treaters, who come and go with grins spread wide across their painted faces. Jadis is dressed like a classic witch, complete with an authentic, vintage black dress, worn leather boots, and a pointed hat that looks like it was plucked straight from a century-old trunk. She hands out sweets, her eyes twinkling with delight. "Be safe, little one," she calls to a child dressed as a pirate, tousling his hat as he scurries away. As you step inside, the warm glow of candlelight envelops you. The room is alive with chatter, laughter, and the occasional cackle. People in every kind of costume mill about, some dressed as ghouls and ghosts, others as historical figures or woodland creatures. You take a moment to admire the creativity, your eyes catching on a fairy in iridescent wings and a knight in gleaming armor. The festive energy is palpable, and it lifts your spirits as you move deeper into the gathering. Aurora, also dressed in a vintage witch's outfit, is hard to miss. Her long, flowing gown looks as though it belonged to a witch from an ancient time, with intricate embroidery of moons and stars stitched into the dark fabric. Her hat tilts just slightly, giving her an air of mystery. She steps into the center of the room, raising a hand to gather everyone's attention. "Welcome, everyone," she begins with a smile. "As you all know, this is no ordinary night. Halloween, or All Hallows' Eve, is a time when the veil between worlds is thin, and we carry with us the energy of the costumes we wear. Lore says that the costume you choose shapes the energy you'll carry throughout the year." Her eyes flick to you, and a knowing smile graces her lips. You feel a warmth in your chest, suddenly very pleased with your own costume choice. Aurora continues. Tonight, we wear our costumes with intention to embrace the magic that resides in us all. The room erupts in applause, and the party resumes with even more joy and laughter. The soft strains of spooky, whimsical music float through the air, and you notice the refreshment table nearby. It's set up in the cozy common room, where a crackling fire dances in the hearth. A punch bowl filled with a shimmering purple liquid that sparkles under the candlelight beckons you to take a glass. Around the room, candles float in mid-air, casting a gentle glow that flickers like stars. How you love the sisters' whimsical enchantments. As you sip your drink, something catches your eye. Jadis and Aurora slipping out the back door. Curious, you decide to follow, stepping into the cool night air of the back gardens. Suddenly, you hear a crash, followed by the sisters' harmonized laughter. Rushing to the scene, you find Aurora sprawled out on the ground, broomstick in hand, and Jadis helping her up, giggling uncontrollably. It seems I've lost my touch, Aurora says, brushing dried leaves from her vintage gown. Perhaps next year I'll be more prepared to entertain our guests, she adds with a grin, resting the broom against the garden wall. Jadis plucks more leaves from her sister's dress, still laughing. It's been far too long since we've flown, dear sister. We'll practice for next year's party, I promise. You are dumbfounded to learn the sister witches can actually fly. This you have to see. You certainly won't be missing next year's party. Suddenly, you hear the soft flutter of wings, and Rex, the white raven, lands gracefully on Jadis's shoulder as she adjusts Aurora's gown. With a knowing look in his blue eyes, Rex tilts his head as if he's in on the secret of the witch's playful mishap. Jadis gives him a gentle pat, and he lets out a quiet caw, settling comfortably before you head back inside. You hold open the door for Jadis, and then Aurora, who is still regaining her composure. This stays between us, she says with a wink. Returning inside, the warmth of the shop wraps around you like a cozy blanket. The party continues in full swing, with more laughter and clinking glasses filling the air. As you take in the scene, you notice that several magical games have been set up throughout the common room, each one drawing participants with its whimsical charm. To your right, there's a table where guests are bobbing for apples, though this version of the game has an enchanted twist. The apples float in mid-air. As participants reach for them, the apples dance playfully out of their grasp just before they can snatch one. Those who do manage to catch an apple receive a surprise when they bite into it. A burst of random, sweet flavor, from rich caramel to warm cinnamon. In another corner, a glowing pumpkin catches your eye, its surface carved with intricate runes and mysterious symbols. A small crowd has gathered to play pumpkin divination. One by one, guests place their hands on the cool surface of the pumpkin and close their eyes. As they do, the runes pulse with light, and wisps of smoke rise from the stem, swirling into a shape that reveals a playful fortune or a glimpse of fun that is yet to come. A nearby guest invites you to give it a try. With curiosity piqued, you place your hands on the pumpkin, feeling its energy hum beneath your fingers. The smoke begins to curl and shift, forming the shape of a radiant star. A murmur of appreciation ripples through the crowd as someone whispers, a symbol of guidance and brilliance. It means you're destined to shine. You smile, feeling heart-warmed and delighted. At the center of the room, a group is gathered for Witch's Hat Relay, where guests are given enchanted witch hats that hover just above their heads. The goal is to move through a small obstacle course without letting the hat fall. But the hats have minds of their own, dipping and bobbing unexpectedly. Laughter erupts as people struggle to keep their hats in place, and those who succeed are rewarded with a tiny enchanted trinket of their choosing: a glowing stone, a miniature broom, or a sparkling feather. You feel a tug of excitement as you make your way around the room, joining in on the fun. The evening is filled with an easy, magical joy that makes you feel like a kid again, caught up in the playful spirit of Halloween at the Haven Shoppe. After some time, the sister witches make their rounds, passing out small treats to the guests, a little surprise for everyone to take home. As they reach you, Jadis hands you a wrapped bundle, her eyes twinkling. "A little something for bedtime," she says mysteriously, before disappearing into the crowd. The evening has been absolutely enchanting, filled with magic, laughter, and the warmth of the season. A seat opens up by the hearth, and you seize the opportunity to catch your breath and unwrap your gift. At the same time, you spot Layla, the black cat, headed for the same destination. You sink into the plush easy chair and pat your hand on the oversized cushion. Layla accepts the invitation and gracefully leaps into your lap, happy to share the space. The heat from the fire, combined with her warmth, makes you feel drowsy, and a yawn escapes you as you gently begin to unwrap your present. You pull the end of the twine bow and peel away the tissue paper to reveal a delicate charm shaped like a golden autumn leaf. It glistens as if kissed by moonlight. The charm is tied to a thin velvet ribbon, and as you hold it, you feel a gentle pulse of calming energy radiating from it. The sleep charm carries the peaceful energy of the autumn season, reminding you of the beauty in transition and change. It radiates the essence of crisp autumn nights and the soothing rustle of fallen leaves. Its magic is meant to guide you into deep, restful sleep whenever you need it. It's wonderful. Holding the charm in your palm, you feel the enchantment wrap around you like a comforting blanket, grounding you in this moment of serenity. Layla stretches in your lap, and the crackling fire continues its soothing dance as your eyelids grow heavier. As you relax, Jadis, the nature witch, takes the seat beside you, her eyes kind and filled with knowing. You've always been special. There's a unique magic in you, one that's been with you since the day you were born. Tonight, it's stronger than ever. Her words leave you with a feeling of deep contentment. as if you've been seen in a way no one else has ever seen you before. The fire crackles in response to her message, and you feel a quiet pride fill your chest. The night has been absolutely magical. When it's time to leave, you slip out the back door of the shop, following the old wooded path that leads from the shop's gardens to your street. The moon hangs low in the sky, casting silver light through the trees. The woods are alive with the sounds of Halloween. An owl hoots in the distance, and the wind whispers through the branches. You traveled this same path not long ago, on the moonlit hayride you remember so fondly. But tonight it feels different, more peaceful, yet charged with the quiet magic of the season. When you finally reach home, you can barely keep your eyes open. The charm must be working its magic already. With a contented sigh, you slip it under your pillow, feeling its gentle energy fill your room. After changing into your coziest pajamas, you crawl into bed, the familiar weight of your blankets embracing you and grounding your energy. The night is quiet, save for the soft rustle of leaves outside your window. And as you close your eyes, the glow of the evening lingers in your mind like a distant dream. With the magic of Halloween in the air, you set a quiet invitation for your spirit team and celestial helpers to draw near. With the charm beneath your pillow, you send out a silent request for their guidance, wisdom, and protection on this sacred night. The events of the party replay in your mind. The laughter, the music, the soft glow of floating candles, and you feel the enchantment settle over you like a gentle hand leading you deeper into peace. This is a time for setting intentions, for welcoming change with grace, and for trusting the path ahead. You've chosen your costume wisely, embodying the energy you wish to carry with you into the next chapter of your journey. As the charm's magic softly pulses beneath your pillow, you surrender to the comforting knowledge that you are never truly alone. Your spirit guides are always near, watching over you. And tonight, they walk with you as you cross the threshold into sleep. Good night.